Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I've been able to get outside and do a cook outside. The weather in the UK has been proper rubbish lately, but it's starting to get a bit milder, so there's time to get outside and actually do some cooking. And I thought, what better way to celebrate that than to do a really beautiful piece of meat. So this is a Côte de Boeuf. It's kind of like a tomahawk, sort of like cowboy sort of steak, and basically what we're going to do is do a smoked and then reverse sear this at the end to get that beautiful crust on that. So what am I waiting for? Let's get going. So you can see the marbling on here is really nice. I've got a bit of butcher's twine going around here to hold them together, because otherwise it will separate as this renders down. So we're not going to go too high in terms of temperature, so I'm going to run the pit about 275, and I reckon this is going to take about 50 minutes. So we're going to look to get up to about 120 internal on the smoked side, and then we're going to stick it over the coals and we're going to bring it up to about 145. I like mine like a medium, so that's basically where I'm aiming for. I'm not going to do any trimming on this. It looks quite nice as it is. Don't think it really needs it. There's a bit of fat there, but I don't mind that. It tastes gorgeous. And today we're going to season up with two things. So we're going to use Lee & Perry's, our Worcester sauce, as our binder, and then we're going to use our Sure Shot Sids, and this is their coffee rub, and this is beautiful. It's got some really subtle notes. The coffee is not strong. A lot of coffee rubs that I've tried before just are overpowering, but this has just got the right balance of salt, pepper, sugar, a bit of MSG in there as well to give it that little bit of kick, and then the beautiful decaffeinated coffee, which just gives this a gorgeous flavour. So the sponsor of today's video is Sure Shot Sids. Now Sure Shot Sids have a wide range of rubs, as you can see, and they use top quality ingredients in producing these. So go and check them out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Okay, so first things first, let's season this up. So just rub that binder all over. Let's get a nice even coating. Lovely. Okay, and then we're going to start and just give it a really nice application. Don't forget the sides, as somebody says, rookie move. And then lastly, top part. Right, okay, that looks really good. So I'm going to let this adhere for about 10 minutes, and then we'll stick this on the offset. So like I said, I'm going to run the offset about 275. Get some really nice oak smoke on this, because it's not a long cook, so I'll use a stronger wood. And then when you reach 120, like I say, we'll take it off, put it on the coals. So we've got a nice bed of coals going. I've just put another split of wood on there, and you see that's got a really decent coal bed in there. It's exactly what you want. So I'm close the lid, shut this down a bit. And temperatures running about 260, and as you can see by the cobweb, that's blowing a really nice clean smoke. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put it towards kind of like the middle of the pit, and I'm going to do it so the bone side is facing the fire. I reckon this is going to take about 15 minutes to do this cook, or to get up to 125, maybe a little bit longer, maybe an hour, but I'll check back in about 45 minutes and see where we're at. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes and it's time to temper this. Oh, would you look at that? That looks gorgeous. That bark is really nice and set. See the fat there, just starting to render. You can see what the temperature's like. So 115 there. So we're going for 145, which is a medium. Without wanting to take these edges too much, I'm going to give this, keep poking it, I don't know why. I'm going to give this about another 10 minutes, and then we're going to sear that off. Okay, so I've added a couple of bits of charcoal here, because you might see my coal bed was getting really pretty low, and I want a decent coal bed to sear these off over. So these are the grates that came with the original smoker, and all I'm going to do is literally put those over the coals so they get nice and hot. Okay, so let's put this steak on. Yeah, and we're just going to place it dead in the middle. Now I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay, so you can hear that sizzle. The first time you put anything on this grate, that is when they're going to be at the hottest. That's when you're going to get a really nice sear on it. So I want to try and leave it in this position as long as possible. You can see the flames licking up where that fat is starting to render out and drop on that. That's perfect, because when that fat hits them coals and then it evaporates into that little bit of smoke and that comes out and just licks the bottom of that steak, OMG, that is incredible. It's adding so much flavour to this. Right, let's turn this over. Trying to be careful not to ruin our bark. Oh, look at that. That looks incredible. I'm just going to let this side char as well. Again, we're going to just keep moving it. It's only a few minutes each side, just to let it kind of like form that crust. That's what we want. We're just going to keep checking. So the other thing I'm going to do is just keep temping it. I do not want it to go over. So the temperature we're looking for is 145. Now we are going to rest this. I'm going to rest it for at least 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes, depending on what it does. But we don't really want it to go over 145. If you start going over 145, then you're going from being medium and then you're heading towards medium well. And we don't really want that. So that was 132 there, and that's 122 in the middle. And let's try and get a bit of char on the sides as well. But you can still see it's all juicy. You can see all that fat still rendering out, all that juice. That means you know you've got a beautiful, tender, juicy steak still, but then you've got this beautiful sear on the outside as well. So if you look at that, that looks absolutely perfect. Time to take this off and let it rest. Okay, so I know it's still steaming a little bit, but it's actually getting really cold out here. So it's had a good 10 minutes to rest. And to be honest, I can't wait and don't want to wait any longer. So, let's cut this bad boy. Go straight through the middle and see how this turned out. Now look at that. Blush pink, juicy as you like, still succulent and moist, but you've got that beautiful crust on top. That is a perfect medium. I'm so happy with that. Okay, time to give it a go. I mean, look at that. That rub, the flavour on that, the crust, but yet it's still juicy, moist and tender. That is incredible. That is what you want. So thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That steak was incredible. That sure shot sits on there. The fact it was just medium pink all the way through, but yeah, that beautiful crust on top. Oh, it was incredible. It is so difficult to beat something that good. But anyway, if you like this video, please hit the old thumb button. If you love it, please think about subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. Doesn't cost you anything. And also, if you hit your notification button as well, every time I release a new video, you get notified of that. And also go and find me on Instagram and on Facebook. The links are down below. But until the next video, perhaps go and check this one out when I show you how to make a double glazed cherry smoked ham. But until the next video, I'll see you then. Take care.